gonna go down swinging. Look deep within, I get lost in the feeling. I just need a win. I'm gonna find my meaning, I can make a change. I wanna play the game. You wanna sink or swim? I'm gonna go down swinging. Look deep within, I get lost in the feeling. Just need a win. I'm going off, I know it's time to make a change, and I can take the pain. You wanna sink or swim? I'm gonna go down swinging. Look deep within, I get lost in the feeling. Just need a win. I'm gonna find my meaning, I can make a change. I wanna play the game, yeah.
Welcome to the fellow Cockrum channel viewers. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. It helps this channel grow. It helps me bring you these great videos that we all love. So, we finally got the drag car all painted up here, but that's not really why I had such an absence from making videos. There was a little bit of a technical issue with YouTube and having my videos being displayed in 4K. Everything I film, render, process, upload has always been in 4K. And but the last 30 videos or so have only been visible in 1080p, so I'm really kind of disappointed in that, because I've upgraded a lot of my equipment to you know, film this stuff in the best way that I can for you folks. So anyway, I think it's all sorted out. I appreciate all the help that YouTube and their customer support team have given me. There's been a lot of back and forth between us in the last several weeks, a whole list of emails that you wouldn't believe. So here we go, folks. It's all finished. Decided to go with pearl white and metallic blue on the stripes. Kind of matches Acapulco blue of. And here's the look that I was going for with the Shelby. Always loved the Shelby. The very first photo that I saw of my car here, when it came out, was white with blue stripes, and I just fell in love with it, immediately, because the 67 has always been my favorite, and the 2005 is a remodel of the 67. How I ended up with the yellow one with the black stripes is a whole different story for another day. It's a funny story, but yeah, it's for another day. So I had all these different colors, and I really went back and forth deciding on this. I did take a couple of weeks debating it for sure, and I appreciate all your suggestions and all the people that did comment on the previous video and stuff. That there's no bad choice, is there? There's really no bad choice. It's a beautiful Mustang, so as we can see. One day it just kind of struck me. It's like, oh yeah, the white with the blue, it has that Shelby look that I've always loved. And I think I painted one a long time ago, like that, So I'm talking to my friend who's into the drag cars too, who now has got 3 drag cars. Andy, how you doing, buddy, if you're watching? I said, I'm leaning towards white now, like white with the blue stripes. He goes, oh, you mean like that one that you used to have? I go, yeah, well, you remember that, right? He goes, yeah. He goes, well, you sold it to me. Yeah, so long story short, he still has it. Here it is. So it's just a 10th scale 1967 Mustang body, so it's not, this 1/9 scale or the 10th scale SC short course is what they're calling these, right? Because this body here, I'm going to show you in a second, is a real 10th scale car. So he still has it, even though, as you can see, it's almost destroyed. But yeah, it's exactly the same car, and it's exactly the same colors. I'm pretty sure I painted that pearl white with metallic blue stripes on it, right? So depending on the shade and the lighting, these stripes look like very light blue, like you know how this box is, right? So there's a pretty good shot right there, right? So it can be very, very light in bright sunlight, or very, very dark, as you can see it up here in different spots, depending on the angle and stuff that you're looking at it. Like in the angle I'm looking at it right here in the back, it's very light blue all the way through, but that's a metallic. I really like how the stripe kind of, I've got it dipped in there. Picking the width of the stripe and stuff on there is always a little bit of a challenge in the placement and so forth, but I'm really happy how it turned out. It's not absolutely perfect, but I'm really happy how it turned out. Recommendations as far as painting one of these you know, 9th scale, SC 10th scale bodies go, you maybe want to get 2 cans. You know, 1 can is like more than enough for one of the 10th scale bodies, but you really want to maybe, I wish I had 2 cans of the pearl white, because it's a very thin paint, you know, as it is. So again, depending on your color. I never intended the wing to be matched anyway. I kind of wanted it to be separate black, but as you can see, this one's kind of molded to the rear body line. I really took my time, probably more time than any other car, to get this thing matched up and feeling really nice here. So where I'm rubbing my finger here, it's like so smooth, you know, the airflow is going to be maximized, I think, and I think that's going to be a really big deal on these drag cars. We still got lots of paint left, and I still got more bodies to do. I found a couple others that were sitting in storage, have been sitting there for a long time. There's no reason why they shouldn't be painted now, especially I've got some fresh paint. This metallic green, which I really love, I think would look really cool on this little dune buggy body. So I've already got the windows masked out on there, and the roof should be white, I think, and make the body on it green. And we'll find some car that this thing fits on their property, and I think that will look very cool and unique. And I've also got this other Mustang body. This is a 1966. It's more of your flat style thing, and I think that's going to look really nice with this blue. Now this is an anodized paint. It costs twice as much as the other paints, and it's kind of a special paint. It needs a good backer behind it too, which is going to change the effect that this paint has. So it's meant to look like aluminum anodized and not just paint. So if you do it properly, it can really pop this paint. So I think it would look great better on this car, which has a lot of straight flat surfaces to it on this body. So there's a difference, your difference between your 10th scale car and your 10th scale car that these are supposed to be. A lot of people and websites and other manufacturers are referring to these as a 1/10 SC car. So the SC means short course, because they're based on those chassis, right? So there's a huge distinction between the two. You know, one of these bodies could cost the same amount of these bodies, but if you don't obviously look at the dimensions of the things, you could easily be caught out that, you know, it's much smaller. So, because this is what we're kind of used to racing, is 10th scale size, right? And this thing here's got to be 25% at least bigger, I would say. So that's our show for you today, folks. Let me know in the comments what you think of this 1967 Mustang drag car body that I painted pearl white with metallic blue stripes. I'm really happy with it. I think it looks awesome. Love and peace from Canada. We are YouTube.